One of my listeners asked me, can I give some insight on the proper format for prayer? I want to give some insight regarding this subject, ladies and gentlemen. In ancient time, there was a proper manner when approaching a king. One can lose his life if he approached a king, ladies and gentlemen, in the improper way. If he didn't follow the proper protocol, he could lose his life. If he approached a king while the king was sitting on his throne, ladies and gentlemen, and he approached that king improperly, ladies and gentlemen, he could lose his life. In the book of Esther, we witness how Esther the queen approached King Ahasuerus. She knew the proper procedure. Esther 5 verses 1 through 3 declares, "Now it came to pass on the third day that Esther put on her royal apparel and stood in the inner court of the king's house over against the king's house. And the king sat upon his royal throne in the royal house over against the gate of the house. And it was so, when the king saw Esther the queen standing in the court, that she attained favor in his sight, and the king held out to Esther the golden scepter that was in his hand. So Esther drew near and touched the top of the scepter. Then said the king unto her, What wilt thou, Queen Esther, and what is thy request? We see here that Esther the queen stood in the king's court. Then she received favor of the king. Esther waited for the king to hold out the golden scepter that was in his hand. Then Esther drew near and touched the top of the scepter. Then King Ahasuerus asked Esther what was her request. Though Esther was queen, she had to follow the proper protocol.